in the chorus he shouts, "I'm gonna make it through this year if it kills me." And if you don't relate to that, then great job. Hi, it's Jack Antonoff from Bleachers, and these are my music moments. First song I ever wrote, I think I was probably like 12 or 13 when I started writing. They were very, very, very like overly emotional songs about feeling extremely misunderstood, which has just been a through line for me, and I can't really find it because I just felt so misunderstood when I was that age. A song that made me want to be a musician is What's the Frequency, Kenneth by REM. I don't know why, but I heard it when I was young, and I, for some reason, imagined myself doing that. I really don't know why, but I actually want to give you the honest answer. A collaboration of mine that I really enjoyed working on was a song called Venice, which is a song I made with Lana, just because we just had so much fun around and going for 9 minutes and making each other kind of laugh in the room every time, just taking it further and further and further. My all-time favorite music video, November Rain by Guns N' Roses. A song of mine that made me want to involve a loved one is Tiny Moves, because it was written about my partner. But then my partner just started choreographing this dance to it. It's my favorite video I ever made because I just got to lean on my car and watch this beautiful moment happen. It was much bigger and more important than me, and I loved that feeling. A song I love by someone who is also from New Jersey, I'm gonna go with, I love the new SZA song, Saturn. And SZA is majorly from New Jersey. My relationship with her to date is literally just every time I see her, she goes, New Jersey. The song that makes me cry is At My Most Beautiful by REM. It's not so much a song that was a core live memory for me, it's just the atmosphere of live music. All the early shows I went to, just literally everything, going there, being there, walking to the seat, you know, what I was gonna wear, how I felt. I would bring this little tape recorder and tape every show. I was just obsessed with the entire experience of live music, why people gather, how they come together, what they're feeling, what happens, this anything could happen feeling of live music. It's just the best there is. It's so impossible to duplicate. I think one of the reasons why Bleachers shows have become what they are and are so powerful is I don't feel terribly different from what I hear the audience saying. I feel very sort of nervous and excited to be there, and it feels like we're obviously coming at it from different angles, but there's a really serious thread between us. A song that made me lyrically look at life differently, Cotton by the Mountain Goats. Oh, I fell in love with performing live. I just remember being up there, and performing live is like you're sharing this secret, but you're inviting people in. There's so many things about it that don't make sense. It's this big secret of you and just your friends, what you do in a room alone, this language you speak together, but then you go show people and they're invited. It's this ultimate expression or language of talking to the world, which I think a lot of us who do it don't find that in many other places, like myself. The only song I've ever collaborated on that is about New Jersey is Chinatown with Bruce Springsteen. I'd written this song about driving out of New York City into New Jersey, showing someone where you come from, metaphor being going home, showing someone, as I call it, the shadow of the city, shadow of yourself. And then I played it for Bruce, and he kind of magically all of a sudden was singing. I was like, what's going on here? And it's just this big magical moment. And I took it home, and I remember listening to it the next morning and thinking, against all odds, this kind of works, how beautiful this is, that I wrote the song about going and bringing someone you love to New Jersey, and then the godfather of that style of music ushers in the final chorus. That's the only song I've ever collaborated with someone about New Jersey, and I don't anticipate I'll top it. A song that reminds me of my first ever tour is These Days by Nico. I don't know why, but I was listening to it a lot when we were driving around, and I was really young, and it's this obviously melancholy song that makes you, it's a nice song to be drifting out into these new places listening to. A song by someone else that I personally relate to is, I'll go with This Year by the Mountain Goats. Perfect song, but in the chorus he shouts, I'm gonna make it through this year if it kills me. And if you don't relate to that, then great job. A song that reminds me of being on the Bleachers, all the songs I like. All the songs I like feel like they're coming from over there, not over here, just over here. I like over here. There's just so much more to find out about over there. A song that made me want to try something new musically would probably be any song on Good Kid, Mad City or To Pimp a Butterfly. But really anyone, when they extend themselves into these new places, I get very inspired because that's all we're really after. This goes for so many artists, but when you hear someone push forward and push forward and push forward and push forward, you feel you're with them and you feel it in yourself, and puts more gas in your own tank to do it. Because it's all, you know, I never want to make anything unless I feel it pushing into this new place. Otherwise, I just don't release anything. So that's always what compels me to release an album, is when I feel an entirely new sense about it all. I love every John Hughes film, but I think the Breakfast Club is the one that takes the cake for me, because it just captures the wild anxiety of boredom. Song I wish I had written. I don't think like that. When I hear something that I think is so brilliant, my feeling isn't I wish it was mine, my feeling is more happy that it exists. It makes me want to go do something else.